Toxic Commando, guys. Wow. Wow. What a game. I mean, I tried out the demo. I downloaded it. I wanted to see what this was about. I heard a little bit of noise about it, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go. I'll play it. I'll see what it's about, and I'll make the decision whether or not I want to actually purchase this for its release in March. I'll tell you what, I don't know where to start. Definitely wasn't what I was expecting, that's for sure. At least not in this month with all the great games that are releasing. I definitely wasn't thinking about Toxic Commando, that's for sure. It wasn't on my radar. But it's your standard co-op zombie survival. There's nothing super different about it in terms of it's not revolutionary. You know what you're getting, and that's great. It gets its inspirational from the titles of the past, like Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood. But it has its own vibe. You jump straight in. You're thrown into a mission with a little crew, your little group of people. You set off in a vehicle, which is actually a major part of your travel, and your weaponry, to be honest, because you can use it for a lot of things, which is pretty fun. You can use it as a winch, which can pull you into certain situations, and you can use it to get out of the mud that you're driving through. It's pretty fun. It's a unique way of getting around the map and actually using it for something other than just driving. But yeah, back to that standard corny crew that you receive in most games nowadays. You just jump straight in. The method's the same, but it executes it pretty flawlessly in my opinion. The gunplay is solid. It's smooth. For a first-person shooter, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's good. I liked the first-person shooter element to it. I mean, I liked the smoothness of the gunplay. It wasn't stuttery. It wasn't jaggery. When you play certain games nowadays, and it can just feel a little bit slow. I played Marathon not too long ago over the weekend, and there's the sensitivity there. It's just a little bit off. This isn't like that. You jump straight in. It's pretty smooth. It's free-flowing. You don't really have to change too much. So that was really a good part to the game. I think that's a definite plus in my opinion. The melee combat is actually rewarding too. You obviously can have some melee weapons. It's a big part of zombie games. And it felt smooth. It felt very much like your Dead Island and your Dying Lights. Like when you used your knife or your sword or whatever you have, it seemed rewarding. It was nice to flick it around and kill some zombies instead of using all the weapons they had. So yeah, it's rewarding to use those. Killing zombie hordes, it never gets boring. But once you complete the short tutorial mission, and it has a bit of a cutscene, and you learn a little bit of the story, it depends how much narrative-driven you want to be, but you can listen to the story if you're not. I just wanted to jump straight in. I wanted to see where we're at. But you get thrown into a hub where you're with your crewmates, and you could go around, obviously upgrade some gear and stuff like that. But then you join the matchmaking part. And it's really, really smooth. You jump straight in. You can search for games, search for other missions, and you can search for the difficulty. So obviously, if you want to play on a higher difficulty, you can, or play on the lower difficulty, story mode. I just wanted to jump straight in. I wanted to see. I didn't have any friends on, so I just wanted to see what was going on. So as I joined in, I didn't join a fresh new game. I joined in progress, which was pretty wild, let's say the least, because when you join a game in progress, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. But I was keen. I jumped straight in, and I was running around. I was jumped straight into the action, gathering materials. I was finding med kits and all that type of stuff to heal myself, because this game challenges you. It's no joke. Obviously, some games in the past you can get used to it, and it becomes easy pretty quickly. But the difficulties in this game are no joke. And when they said before that you needed to play with some teammates, it would be difficult to do this solo, they weren't kidding, because I got hit a couple times. I pretty much had no health, and I found it really hard to find stuff. It was pretty scarce, and obviously there was a lot going on because they were in the middle of a lot of missions and doing some sort of boss sort of fight. So it was pretty difficult for me, but I had a lot of fun. It was enjoyable. No fucking around. I didn't have any comms, so I couldn't talk to anybody. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I struggled. The swarms of zombies can be overwhelming, and this is something that you have to be aware of. But it's really fun, unless you're an absolute weapon, of course, and you do these things in your sleep. You very much will want to have some friends with this one. There's no doubt about it. But I really liked it, guys. For a demo, a game that I wasn't expecting to really grab me, it has. You don't see games like this much anymore, that co-op style and get people to play. And it seems like this is going to pull you in with sort of a lot to do. There's going to be a lot of missions, a lot of different maps to go down. And I don't think it's going to get boring, because there's so many different things to do on the map. It's not just a straightforward killing a zombie and moving on. There's different types of zombies. There's different strengths to the zombies. And like I said, they're overwhelming. You have to drive from certain place to place to get around. So using your weapon is using your vehicle, is very, very important. And I'm about it. For a demo, I think this is a must try. You have to give it a go. It's just fun, and that's hard to find in games nowadays. When you're looking for something to play, I find games are very, very serious nowadays. They're very serious. They're trying to be this next, be the next big thing. They want everybody playing their game. Sometimes it's nice just to jump in a game and have some fun. And it knows what it's doing. You know what you're getting. But it's rewarding. It's fun, and it'll be fun with friends. So I definitely pick this one up if you haven't. Try the demo, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I think this will be one that'll sneak under the radar. This will be one that will surprise people. So Toxic Commando, guys. I'm about it. I think it's really good. You should try it out. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Tommy Respawn. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.